Hello, everyone. I'm Tremayne. Today, I'm going to be giving you spoilers for your favorite soap. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Please hit that like button so YouTube knows it's a good channel for soap fans. And I have a membership where you get exclusive videos, early access to videos, articles about your favorite soaps, my cooking recipes. I have another one I'm about to get ready to do for my members. And you get this shout out that I only do in my weekly spoiler videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 33 seconds to thank Michael Pryor, Ramona Newsom, Ariana Enos, Gwen Marie, Kiki Landry, Artemis Hill, Merlin Finn, Riri Carter, Sim Slims, Josh Hirsch, Cheryl Beecher. We have Jay Ponza, Rose Garden Design, Hattie R. Lloyd, Demi Sun, Jen Adams, Sandra Crawford, Omar. Then we have Janet Loftus, Chalkman 33, Faith Clemens, Deb Bell, Kelly Blanks, Phyllis Pearson, Kim Price, Scotty Hall, Deb Bell, Debbie Troutman, Denise M, Apple Chick, Red Butterfly 50 Irish, and Roger Smith. Thank you all for being part of the membership. And now it's time to give you your spoilers for your favorite show. Now we're about to do this Days of Our Lives information, spoilers. And I'm going to give you my take on what I think about Days of Our Lives so far, because I took a pretty long break from the show. I came back for the weddings and now I'm sticking around. But yeah, I had to take a break from Days. I wasn't really feeling it for a minute, but now I'm back. Monday the 25th, a possessed Allie reveals her true intentions to Ben. Duh, she wants the baby. Johnny is tormented as he watches Chanel and Trip find solace in each other's arms. Paulina puts the brakes on TR's advances. Thank goodness. Beth attempts to tell Lonnie the truth about TR. Whenever it says attempts, that means it ain't gonna happen. Tuesday the 26th, EJ consoles Belle over her marital crisis. Jan relays alarming news to Sean about their unborn baby. Can you not see that they're putting Belle and EJ together? Now, what Jan is going to say is that she has a high-risk pregnancy, and the warden is, although it wouldn't come from a warden, it would come from a judge, but the article said a warden. The warden is going to allow her to be in house arrest at Sean's so that she can deliver the baby stress-free. Of course, her stress-free is Belle's hell. So, yeah. Belle and Sean are about to have a whole lot of problems because she's not living with Jan Spears. Jake turns to Gabby for help. Marlena questions Eric about his feelings for Nicole. Sorry, Rafe, but it won't happen right away. But we all know Nicole and Eric are in game. Doesn't matter if you're a priest or not. He would stop being a priest before, he can stop being a priest again. Wednesday the 27th, Sierra worries when she can't get in touch with Ben. Possessed Allie seeks out an old photo of Ben and Sierra's. That's Ben Fears or Ben Sierra, whatever his name is. Jan puts Sean in a tough spot. Eric gives Belle advice about her marriage. Thursday the 28th, Sierra makes a horrifying discovery. Evan, his name's Evan. I call him Ben, his name is Evan. And the horrifying discovery is she sees Evan, and it's probably a hallucination or something, says he's done in Ben. Ben's on the ground, and he has like a red something, like he had strangled him. And I'm trying not to say certain things on YouTube, so certain words, but when I say Ben is done for, that is Sierra's worst nightmare. So we saw on Friday, Allie drugged Sierra so that she would be knocked out so she could do whatever she needed to do with Ben. Susan informs EJ she's had a premonition about Johnny. Andre offers a devil's bargain to Ben. Sean's decision infuriates Belle. Of course, Sean's decision is to let Jan live at their place. Friday the 29th, Susan tries to convince EJ that Johnny was possessed. And undead Andre toys with Ben and Johnny. Sierra falls into Allie's trap. Trip and Chanel continue to bond. So so make more room in the was it the mirror cellar, whatever it is, wine cellar, because Ben's gonna be there too. Because sweeps has begun. And after taking a long break from Days of Our Lives, I kept up through the spoilers and watching an episode here or there. Like I mentioned, this isn't my first time coming back to Days of Our Lives. I've come back at certain points, like the gender reveal party where I was like, Allie, the actress who plays Allie cannot act. That was the worst devil impression I'd seen in a long time. It was just bad acting. One of the reasons why I stepped away. But yeah, I really loved the double weddings. Now, I did not watch Leo Stark double wedding. I just fast forward to the reason why, the secret of why he couldn't get married, which wasn't a big deal. He married somebody for a green card. That is not something to break up over. That's like, you should have told me, we would have been, wouldn't have been legally married anyway, which would have made his daughter happy, Chloe happy. But that wasn't a big deal. I saw when Xander didn't have his shirt off and Craig was saying Xander wasn't a big deal about Xander. Then he saw him with his shirt off. He's like, oh, now I saw why you were lusting after him. It showed me what kind of a dynamic duo they could really be, having a lot of fun, a lot of mischief. Craig isn't the most, top, he's not the most, what I want to say. He can get down and dirty like Leo. That's what I'm trying to get to. So it would have been fun watching those two cause trouble all over Salem. I'm not really feeling Nancy and Clyde unless they're going to have Nancy save Clyde the way Maggie tries to do with Victor and sort of calm him down. Because Clyde already trying to, sell what. And EJ's like, I ain't selling that stuff. But it was weird seeing Clyde just sit there in a Demir mansion as if we haven't heard about the Demir security. Like, I don't get this. EJ is no longer in jail. So why is he shaking his boots with Clyde? It doesn't make sense to me. And plus, EJ's a big guy, even without security. Clyde's old. Just throw him out the house. What's he going to do? So he doesn't even have the money or the resources he had before. So, and EJ's a Demir. Clyde should be scared of EJ, not the other way around. I think it's going to be fun watching Jan make Belle sperm living with Sean. We know that Sean and Jan aren't going to get together just to having a baby together. But I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, that there's going to be some sort of a baby swap between Jan's baby and Sierra's baby. I feel like whenever there's two people having a baby around the same time on a soap opera, there's usually some kind of a swap. When the baby, Jan baby dies, that's the baby they get to Sierra. The devil takes Sierra baby. Not saying that's going to happen, but yeah, something like that typically, happens whenever soap opera have two women pregnant with due dates that are close to each other. There's always some sort of a switch or foolishness or shenanigans. So, yeah, I'm expecting something like that to occur. Glad Eric's back on the show, fully on contract, regular actor on the show now. I do miss Kristen. I would love for Kristen to be back on the show, but we still have Stacy as Susan. And I think part of the reason why I started watching Days of Our Lives for a little bit was also because knowing that Sierra's leaving, I don't know how they're going to have her leave or how it's going to occur. I'm like, just recast. But knowing that she's leaving, I don't know when she's leaving or how she's leaving. But I'm no longer excited about anything going on with Sierra. And I don't care about the baby. And babies on soap operas are just props. You know, people get really caught up in characters having kids, but this ain't the 80s and 90s where you watch a kid grow up for the next 20 years on the show. You know, people get concerned, well, why isn't Gabby with her daughter? Because her daughter ain't got no storyline. What's the point of his daughter being on the show? You know, when Gabby needs to be, oh, I love my daughter, the daughter shows up. But, you know, until then, she's off camera, just like all the other babies. Nicole, where her baby at? They mention the baby every now and then. As badly as Nicole wanted that baby, as many decades as Nicole wanted a baby, no, you don't ever see the baby. So that's just an example. You don't ever really see Abigail with her kids. They're always upstairs, you know. So I don't understand why fans get so caught up in, oh, but what about Syria's baby? Oh, you know, who cares? Even if she has a baby, it's off camera most of the time, and then they go into another storyline, like they don't even have children. So that's just my 2 cents. You know, I see people having nearly panic attacks and heart attacks over what's going to happen to a fake baby on this soap opera. Even if the baby dies, the actress gets to cry, the actor gets to cry, and then they try to get an Emmy. So win-win. You know, storyline wise, the children are usually a non-factor until they're old enough to have storylines of their own, which is why we get these kids to go from 5 years old to 15 in a matter of 6 years. It's easier to write a storyline with a 15-year-old than it is a 5-year-old. So that's my 2 cents on that. And I will see you in the next video. And let me know what you think about Soap Kids. We know they exist. They're upstairs, the summer camp, they go to boarding school, they go to military school, you know, and they're always with a babysitter or another character that's, you know, no longer on camera anymore. So does it really matter when they have kids? Just to know that maybe the show's still on 15 years from now, you know, you now have a legacy kid. So that's, once again, that's my 2 cents. And I'll see you on the next video and in the comment section. Thanks for watching.